Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to PBTV. I'm Stu. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. And today brought out a brand new product. You've probably seen one of these before, but there are some slight differences with this one. So if you do have any questions about it, by all means, drop them down below. But we'll go over its features, its differences, and what's really, really cool about it. So off the bat, you will recognize this off many a computer game, films, TV, all that kind of stuff, as the Desert Eagle 0.50. Very, very iconic. It's got the fear factor. It's got the sort of loud, proud, and in-your-face vibe to it. So if you do want something that's a bit over the top, then this is absolutely perfect. If you're looking for something that's a little bit lighter than the normal metal ones, then this is probably the one that you're after, because very similar to the one of the other brands on the market, is this one is a polymer slide. So I think Cybergun make a metal variant. There's some other metal variants out there, and there's a couple of polymer variants out there. This is the ABS polymer variant from Army Armaments, and it is very, very, very cool. So what that means is the actual front slide here is polymer, and the back slide here is polymer. What that will give you in the long run is much, much more gas efficiency out of the very, very large mag. So you can fit an absolute ton of gas in here, and I was still getting BBs out of this after refilling it 3 times with BBs. So you're going to get an absolute monster amount of gas efficiency, and it's still firing at about 270, between 270 and 290 FPS, depending which gas you're using. We were using ultra rare and some others. I probably wouldn't go any higher than ultra rare with this, because again, it is a polymer slide. The way that Desert Eagles are built and constructed, normally you're not going to have too many problems with overpowering the gas or anything, but just to keep it serviced for as long as possible, I'd just stick with that. So either ultra rare, V6 or V8. I probably wouldn't go up to V12 or Newpro 4.0. It might be a little bit pokey, and rather than it maybe causing damage, you might get what's called over racking. So if the slide flies back too fast, it can jam up, and the sears might not engage properly, and they might not catch, and then they'll bounce back up, and you'll have a locked slide, and you can have problems. It's more of a problem with rifle gas blowbacks, but again, if you're using very, very powerful gas on a smaller platform like this, it could still happen. So you're still getting 280 to 290 out of ultra rare. If you're wanting a little bit more, maybe go to the V6 or the V8, but you're going to have a really, really good time with it. So other features on it, we do have fixed slides. So we have a fixed front, a fixed iron sight, sorry. So you have a fixed pin sight at the front and a drop at the back. Reaper on YouTube. Hi, is available in silver or other colours. Currently, the ABS one we only have in black. If you are wanting silver or a sort of polished finish or anything like that, you will have to look at the metal ones. That being said, Cybergun, they do various different versions with ported front ends, metal slides, silver, gold, all sorts of stuff, and they also do full auto variants. This is purely for someone that wants absolute efficiency out of a product, but we currently only have the black ones in. So as I was saying there, you do have the front pin style sight and then the drop sight at the back. Just line them up and you will have a decent sight picture. Very similar to all other platforms like this, there is a rail section here. So this is actually a sight mounting system. It is just not 20mm. So you will have to have very specific optics that fit in there. We do have some dot sights that will fit on here, like an RMR or something, but none of the QD ones will fit, and none of the sort of lock-on ones. You need one where the full lower half opens up and acts like a clamp. That will then fit on, and you'll be able to lock it into the front or the back system on here. At the front, unfortunately, it is not threaded at all, so there are no stealthy Desert Eagles available, unfortunately, at the moment, but maybe it's something that will come down the line. So you are stuck with as it is with accessories on the front, and again, there is no rail on the bottom. You could probably manufacture something, 3D print something, but there is nothing currently available that we know of. Controls, again, like the standard one and its Real Steel counterpart, it is right-handed dominant, so the mag release is on the left-hand side, again, releasing the very, very large, high-capacity, gas reservoir magazine, and again, there's 25 plus rounds in there. and I did fill it almost. It went through almost 3 full mags at a very, very good power. So you'll be able to get plenty of shots out of it without having to re-gas it. So it means that you can stay in the field for longer. You're going to get more shots being able to reload it in the field rather than have to take a tin of gas with you. Again, all good points for keeping you out in the field for longer. Slide release is on the left-hand side, so when it is empty, it does lock back. And again, with it being a polymer slide, it is more efficient at locking back when it is empty. It's not having to throw that big, heavy metal slide back with very little gas left. It is capable of doing it even after almost 3 mags of BBs through it. Safety, so you can drop that down and it puts it into safe, lift it up, and again, this kind of, with the serrations that are on the back of the slide here, the actual safety also acts as an assist for when you rack that first round in it. I've usually done that a few times and it just seems quite a comfortable way of doing it. Hammer at the back, again, very, very big, chunky hammer. This thing it does kick surprisingly heavy, even with a polymer slide. A few other brands out there have polymer slides with the hard kick and things like that. This kind of stands up very, very close to them. It's not quite the same. It doesn't have the same noise or the ka-chunk as it's throwing back. But again, if you're after efficiency and performance, this is the one to look for. Hop unit is adjusted via an Allen key, so it's not like the other ones where the top part slides open. You can do it on a dial. It is an Allen key in the bottom through a grub screw, so it is quite efficient. Once that hop is set, it is going to be set permanently for that set. It's not going to twist or change as this thing's, because it is still a very big heavy weight flying backwards and forwards, so you are wanting a very stable and solid hop, and this does have one. Spare mags are available as well, so you can get spare ones if you want in a couple of extra. I know some people who have used these as a primary. They've just run around with 2 of these instead of an M4 or an AK and just had loads of fun. Again, with if you wanted to get the metal ones and the silver ones, there's nothing wrong with you swapping the slides over and making something unique and yours. But this is all down to efficiency, gas efficiency, accuracy. The big heavy metal ones, obviously, as you're firing it and the recoil comes back, you are going to lose target acquisition and things like that. So it's just one of them. Is it a nice heavy recoil or heavy? Yes. So the bonuses of the polymer slide are that the reset's really nice, the gas efficiency is really nice, and you're going to get more BBs out of a gas fill. Yes, it's not going to have the same recoil as, say, a CO2 variant or a metal slide variant, but the speed in which it comes back and then resets and your second round's going downrange, you're probably not really going to notice too much of a difference between the recoil weight-wise, because of the speed of it kind of counters the weight of it, if that makes sense. I was very, very impressed with a polymer slide, how much this did kick, and how good the reset is on it. So if people are just joining us, I will go over a few of its features again. If you do have any questions, please drop them down below. But this is the ABS Polymer Slide Desert Eagle, and I think it's one of the best Desert Eagles I've put down the range in recent times that is not full auto. So the full auto switch on some of them just adds a little bit of humor and fun. So you do have a rail style section on the top here. This is not 20mm. You will need a specific type of optic to fit on here, normally one that acts like a clamp or something like that, just not a 20mm. You have got iron sights, so you've got a pin at the front and a drop down at the back, meaning that you can get a very, very decent sight picture, and you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Again, the polymer slide on this is what is important. We got about 3 mags worth of BBs out of this in one gas fill, at around anywhere from about 270 to 290 FPS. So yeah, perfect for CQB, and with the type of barrel and everything here, you are going to have a decent amount of range and everything, indoor and outdoor. Magazine wise, it's 25 plus rounds in there, and again, it is a massive gas chamber, so even when you are at the end of the mag, or even if you've added extra BBs, it is still going to lock back at the end, which is always a bonus. Some of the metal ones, by the time it gets to the end of the magazine with the gas, it might struggle. You're only getting a half rack, and it doesn't sort of lock back properly, unfortunately. But with the polymer one, it's much, much better. No thread on the front, and control-wise, it is right-handed dominant, so all the controls are on the left here, except the safety. So you have the mag release on the left, and you have the slide lock on the left. The safety is actually on both sides. So pressing that down puts it into safe, and then sticking it up like that has it on good to go. It does also act as almost an assist for when you rack that first round in. The serrations on there are there as well, but I've always liked to use the safety itself. But everything about this is very, very cool. I'm very, very impressed with it. And for those people that are looking at a Desert Eagle and wanting something that's a little bit more efficient, it still does put a smile on your face when it comes to what a Desert Eagle's meant to do, with a very, very fast response. Back to battery is really, really good. The hop's really good. You're getting loads of BBs out of a gas fill, but you're not too worried about it being super heavy. I mean, this thing does have a bit of weight behind it once the mag is in, but you're not got a full metal slide. Obviously, there's no full auto setting on this one, unlike other ones, but it is green gas, so it's easy to maintain and very, very fun. So if this is one that you're after, I definitely recommend the ABS polymer slide. It's going to be a lot of fun on the field. But yeah. So if that's everything for today, this has been the ABS polymer Desert Eagle. Really, really good talking to everyone. It's good for people dropping in and asking questions. It makes my life much, much easier. But we will be back again at about 4 p.m. tomorrow with another special live stream. So it won't be a product review. It'll be something much, much bigger. We'll have plenty of things on the table if you want to join and join in the conversation, come and ask questions. We'll be live at about 4 p.m. So until then, I'll see you in a bit. Bye.